Westu Halmin Freon and welcome to yet another video. We have been observing quite a few changes lately in entertainment and pop culture in general as far as changing characters that have been popular for decades, and not only in movies and TV but also in literature. There have been characters that have been around for a long time and that have gained the popularity of a lot of people all around the world. But it seems to me, and to a lot of people as well, that as far as modern adaptations of these books and comic books, of the source material, to use the umbrella term, the creators were focusing, or are focusing, more on what they call inclusion, representation, and diversity, rather than on a good storytelling and sticking to the original material, to the source material. Now, there is a huge fear surrounding the upcoming Amazon The Lord of the Rings series, which I think should make a lot of proper Tolkien fans afraid. Now, let me explain to you the importance of keeping a character the same way forever, and why it should be done so, and why is it actually harmful for the character to be changed in such a drastic way, to be, for example, gender swapped, or race swapped, or sexuality swapped. And why it is better to create new characters if you want to include or represent one group or another. Carl Gustav Jung, the pupil of Sigmund Freud, came up, among many other things, with a theory of archetypes, which also deals with literature, the literary archetypes. And very simply and simplistically said, the theory of archetypes, as defined by Carl Gustav Jung, deals with primordial images, with indescribable ideas that have been present in the collective unconscious of mankind or humankind since the dawn of time. Now, the collective unconscious is something that also was developed by, the school of Sigmund Freud and Carl Gustav Jung, and that is that humanity in general, as a whole, has this sort of interconnected and intertwined unconscious that contains certain facts and aspects and universal truths that are common for each and every group of people, each and every civilization, each and every culture in the world. And those archetypes then, those indescribable, those vague ideas about persons, personalities, about facts and places, about animals and things and objects, are then present there, but we do not realize it by ourselves right away, because we cannot reach our unconscious willingly, can we? And those archetypes then, they take shape. They take shape once being written down on a paper by, for example, a writer, an author, or when they are being put on a screen of cinema or television. Now, there are many types of archetypes. There's the hero, there's the villain, there's the serpent, there's the strong woman, or the good mother, there's the femme fatale, there's the bad mother. There's the archetype of the tree, there's the archetype of the garden, and so on and so forth. But my favorite archetype, for example, is the archetype of the wise old man. That is a character that has been reappearing in human storytelling since, time immemorial. It is a character who is an old guy, an old man, usually with supernatural abilities, and his purpose in the story, one story or another, is to be a mentor to the hero, to teach the hero, to point the hero to the right direction. Now, it is not specifically up to the character of the wise old man to help the hero achieve his ultimate goal, but he is there at least for a little time to fulfill the role of an old teacher, a master, as I said, a mentor. Now let me provide you with a couple of examples throughout the ages, since the beginning of human stories, really. Well, not that far, but pretty far away as far as time goes, and you will realize that one and the same character, one and the same type of a human has been reappearing throughout literature and storytelling since the beginning. Now, you might be saying that yes, but one author was inspired by another one. But we have proofs that those archetypes have been reappearing all around the world in places and cultures that had no contact with each other. So it couldn't have been such a coincidence that, for example, 5 different cultures have come up with the same personality of the same character. But let's get back to the wise old man. We have, for example, in the Norse mythology, the Old Norse myths, we have the character of Odin, the All-Father, the highest god of the Norse pantheon, who very often traveled to Midgard, to the earth, where he took shape of an old man with grey beard, a patch over his eye, and a grey hat and grey robes, and a huge staff in his hand. And he pointed the hero to one direction or another and helped him. For example, such as happened in the legend of Sigurd. And then he pointed a hero to the right direction and provided him with the information on how to kill, for example, the dragon Fafnir. All right, let's jump forward in time. We get to the Middle Ages, to a slightly different place, to Celts and the Britons. We have the Arthurian legends, of course, and the character of Merlin, an old grey-bearded wizard, the mentor and the teacher of King Arthur Pendragon. Right? Rings a bell? I think it does. Let's jump a lot, quite, because I don't want this video to take ages. Let's jump to the 19th century, to the end of the 19th century, to the novel by Bram Stoker, Dracula. Who else is Abraham Van Helsing than the character of the wise old man, who was there to teach the characters about Nosferatu, about the Dracula, the vampires, and help the characters to kill Dracula ultimately. Let's jump forward in time to the half of the 20th century, more or less. Of course, Professor John Ronald Reuel Tolkien and his Gandalf. No more explanation needed. Let's jump a bit forward to 1977. The first Star Wars movie came out. Who else is Obi-Wan Kenobi or Ben Kenobi than the wise old man? Helping Luke and teaching Luke how to get to the right path to become a Jedi. Let's jump forward in time. The 1990s, J.K. Rowling came up with the character of Albus Dumbledore. Oh, who's Albus Dumbledore? The character of the wise old man. And this character, this type of personality, has always been very popular. And all these characters that I've mentioned here are fan-favorite characters. Everybody loves Gandalf. Everybody loves Dumbledore. Everybody loves Ben Kenobi. Because it is the character of the wise old man that, according to Carl Gustav Jung, has been present in the human mind since time immemorial. And the character of the hero is even stronger, is even more popular. And that is why the absolute deconstruction of the character of the hero that has been happening very, very, very much lately, I think it damages storytelling and damages human imagination. It only hurts stories. So that will be all from me, my friends. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I want to hear all about your thoughts about the rambling and mumbling of one European guy. That'll be all. Namarie.